We are all having a lovely Sunday night. I'm gonna get right into the stream here pretty soon, but please stick with me as I get that lovely banner up to all those magical people over on Twitter. That way everybody knows we have just gone live for the night. Do. Alright, we're looking magical. Which is good news, because honestly, in a game full of a bunch of BS bosses, we need a little bit of magic in our life. So, little things like that, you know? Anywho, let's get into this dumb, thick meat potato called EldenRing with our main man, Florida Man. That was a little overtly sexual, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting it to be quite as sexual as the nature sounded there, so I'm not gonna apologize for it necessarily, but it definitely happened, so... Okay, so there's a couple things running through my mind right now that we kind of need to make happen for this fight coming up, or at least the next couple of fights coming up here. The first thing I feel like we may want to go ahead and do, because I haven't really been doing it for this fight, but I am going to go ahead and equip like a handful of armor. I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to necessarily save our skin. But I mean, hey, what's the harm in actually having some level of defense, right? Maybe it'll help on the the stars. I don't know. You gotta find little things to make it through these fights sometimes, and I'm just spitballing really. I feel like, oh, that's heavy load. How does that add up? What do we have too much of here? What am I? Maybe it's a fire club? I mean, I guess we could remove Fire Club from our inventory. I don't know exactly how we're stacked up to... Huh. I think I might know what we might need to go ahead and tack on here. I'm going to do this. I may absolutely regret it at the end of the day, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways, as if it's going to save our life. We do that, and then we go ahead and take the club. You know, honestly, I'm thinking about it. Is a club really necessary if our current gear setup works more around the Serpent Hunter anyways? I mean, not necessarily. We did just go ahead and do the one thing, so I'm going to go ahead and put this back on because having a little bit more strength makes rough sense to me, personally. We'll go ahead and try that out. We'll see how that works, alright? So... the setup is different, obviously. I don't think we can survive a single hit from Radagon's hammer in this case. We can clearly survive at least, like, a tickle from his baby lightning. Hey, Connor, how you doing? But I'm curious to see how this setup works, if it works at all. I'm hoping it does. I would love it to, but I am mildly doubtful. Hey, it is all good, bud. No problems whatsoever. Don't stress it out, okay? I'm glad to hear you're doing well, though. That's good, man. We're going to run right in here, and we're going to go ahead and start this fight off with a nice heavy R2. Roll the attack. Roll the attack. Poke the big man. Roll the attack. Roll the attack. Go ahead and hit him with another heavy R2. Stab him in the booty butthole. Roll the attack. Roll the attack. Stab him in the booty butthole. You know, actually, this is kind of looking a little schnasty right now, not gonna lie. Oh, is that so? That sucks. Like, that sucks, like, a lot. I missed the roll! Getting reported for no reason. I don't think I've ever really had that happen to me necessarily, but it doesn't change the fact that it sucks. I mean, I guess the only good news to kind of merit out of that is that at least it's not all. Like, you don't have to worry about it for too long, necessarily. But, I mean, either way. So, that kind of felt pretty good for what it was worth. That attempt was actually pretty damn snazzy. I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty good attempt. Maybe getting not hit this time would be a benefit to our life. I'm gonna go ahead and chug this early because that actually has been helping out. Go ahead and swap in. I was in a voice chat. First mistake. Never go into voice chat with a toddler. They have a really bad tendency to make sure you have a bad time, no matter what the circumstances are. I didn't mean a double roll there, but whatever. It's fine. Poke him again. Roll the attack. Smash out his knees. Hit him with the second one because we're greedy. Stab him in the face. He jumps in the air like a magical princess. We roll the attack. We bash out his face again. Then we go and roll the attack, roll it, poke him. Miss the roll because mistakes are made of these. I gotta say, this is actually going pretty smooth for what it's worth. Because, I mean, like, we were definitely having multiple attempts where we would not even get, like, 10% of his health gone, so. But, that's, I mean, it's not really good, Connor, but, you know, at least now you won't have to put up with it necessarily a second time, I guess. I'm gonna throw some pants on. I like pants. Pants are cool. We'll wear a little bit of armor. This isn't really for anything that Radagon's gonna throw at us, because if Radagon's gonna hit us, we're dead anyways. This is more so just for Elden Stars. If we're lucky, we don't have to deal with Elden Stars at all. But my luck is limited, and I can only do so much. So, choices will have to be made. It's fine. Alright, let's see how this goes. Come on, big man. Run up, give him a quick poke. He gives us the best RNG. And we go ahead and whip our attack because we are, in fact, on a failing streak. Roll the attack, poke him again. Roll the attack, poke him again. It really sucks that I missed this one here, because that is legit the best attack to Pokemon. Going for the jumping attack there wasn't my smartest plan, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll take it anyways. Okay, so we broke him. We broke that poise. Very cool. Let's go ahead and smash his knees out one more time before second phase kicks in. Bash his face in. Oh, that's probably the why of it then, huh? That makes sense. Unfortunate, but it makes sense. Oh, we got to break him. Nice. Love to see it. Big man falls over. We go ahead and smash that beautiful face of his in. Hey, Kyan. Hey, bud. We're just, working with the big man on campus. Every time with that I don't know why that attack has been hitting me so consistently lately. It's probably because I get panicked and roll. Also, hello, Jojo. Jojo, I have been reading way too much One Piece again, my friend. Way too much. I gotta say, all of Big Mom arc has been pretty damn good. It's been super good. I think the weakest part right now for me... I mean, I can't even say it was necessarily weak. It's just it doesn't shine like the other parts, because after the fight with Katakuri, I mean, like... basically, I'm not having a whole lot of other best fights. Katakuri was a top-notch. Very spicy. Alright, we run up to the big man. We go ahead and bash out the big man's knees. He gives us the best attack. We go ahead and actually punish him this time for it. Did I chug all my things? I don't think I did. Bash him again. roll the attack. Hit him square in the face. Well, that wasn't really his face, but we'll take it anyways. Yeah, I didn't chug my flask. That's why. That's why this feels slightly longer than usual. Makes perfect sense. Maybe I should go for a heavy jumping attack there. Because technically speaking, he doesn't even, like, punish it immediately if I do that. Yeah, I do wish you could just essentially skip right to Elden Beast after you've beaten Radagon. Or at least, like, he's not as hard. I don't know. To be fair, I griefed the process there. I was supposed to chug my flask, but meh. Yeah, there's little things maybe they could do to... I don't know. I mean, it's not like this is a first-time thing for FromSoft necessarily. It's just... It's an extra-level challenge because of the fact that we're playing at level 1 and we have to make it through both phases, and it's like, I sure wish I was prepared for both phases. It is what it is, though. It's fine. We'll do it. We'll make it through. It's not impossible. It would be so much easier if we weren't level 1. To be fair, we probably would have had this fight, like, 2 days ago. Yeah, she will be next. She will be next. Though I may not necessarily do her the same way I'm doing Radagon here, which is respectfully. Yeah, it is a Souls game. Roll the attack, bash his knees out. Wow, he went a little wild there. It's okay though. We'll go ahead and take his knees. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and punish him getting up. We're going to take 2 steps back, jump in the air. I'm going to hit him with a heavy attack. Actually, we could do that from now on. That doesn't sound like the dumbest idea in the world. Sure, it eats more stamina, but whatever. Best attack in the game. Bash his knees out. Hit him with this. Glitch tactic. Also, hey, Dill. Unfortunately, I don't think that works anymore. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot what you were talking about for a second. I have not checked it out yet. Give me a little bit till later, and we'll check it. Okay, so I forgot to press buttons. Isn't Malenia harder than Elden Beast? Malenia, yes. Yes, she is harder than Elden Beast. Malenia is more BM than this boss fight, and honestly requires a bit more skill on a technical level. But she can be managed. Welcome to the chat, Chad. Bit of a tongue twister there. Yeah, her weapon skill is insane, and then she suddenly decides she's done with the fight very quickly. Which, understandable, as she does not like knowing about feet. Do not mention feet to her whatsoever, because she has a very bad time knowing anything about feet. She hates toes. What can I say? Alright, we're going to do this again. We're going to run up to the big man. We're going to go ahead and bash out his knees. He doesn't need them. Fun fact. He respects the move. We go ahead and roll the attack. We go ahead and hit him with this. We're just kind of playing through the game right now, really. That's about it. Oh, that was not enough to do what I thought it would. That's gonna kill me. Hey, Carl, welcome to the chat, though. Any new glitch skips yet? Unfortunately, most of the new glitch skips that have kind of been acquired recently, not particularly. I mean, they've been pretty consistent with patching almost anything that's relatively just even tiny little skips. They've been patching that shit out too. Like, I'm pretty sure you already know about the Lanedale skip that they patched, which, I mean, if you don't, it's sad. Have you mastered parry? I'm not bad at it. There's definitely like a couple attacks there that just are really stressful. Particularly the one where she does the very slow wind up, and I don't know, the placement on it's very weird. It's fine though. I mean, not everything can go smoothly. Okay, we roll the attack. Honestly, I've been asking myself that same question almost the entire week, JoJo, since the patch came out for it. It doesn't really add up. Oh, well, I guess with armor I can actually survive that. Huh. Okay, sure. I don't really need to survive it because I don't really get hit by it too frequently. Granted, this was not a great example, but I don't know. If I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and this is probably not really a hot take so much as it's just it's just dumb. It's just, why would they patch that? Is my real question, because there's definitely much bigger game-breaking things going on in Elden Ring right now. I mean, yeah, they finally went ahead and did what everybody kind of wanted them to do for the PvP, and that was one, add in, I believe it's called West Dusk. Essentially, it just means that they mean you can invade and co-op from anywhere in the game, which is cool. I'm glad about that. That was great. They went ahead and finally gave proper nerfs. And I gotta say proper. Like, actual proper nerfs. They haven't completely removed everything off of Rivers of Blood and Bloodhound Steppe. That's, like, they literally just gave it, like, a very slight tickle of a nerf, and that's very impressive. But I mean, I don't know. It's just, the skip for Leyndell is, like, very lazy, if you ask me. Like, the patch they did for it was very lazy. Did my mans just sink into the floor for 2 seconds there, or was that just me? Rivers of Blood got a very fair nerf, honestly. Like, it got an insanely fair nerf. I do not hate it at all. I think it's completely fine. The fact that they only slightly took away damage from the blade. What drip does Florida Man have? Well, currently, Florida Man is dripped out in the Carian set. And looking pretty fine with that pink-stashed mustache. Looking like a beautiful boy. The most beautiful boy you've ever seen, truly. Alright, we're gonna buff up, and we're gonna nut up. Time to beat a boss. Rivers of Blood, honestly, yeah, it was pretty OP. But let me just go ahead and state this now. If you use Rivers of Blood, I frankly make your life happy. That's a good weapon. It's a really fun weapon. Why wouldn't you use it? If it's fun and it's good, why wouldn't you use it? Like, I have no qualms with anybody who uses that, honestly. It's just a fun weapon. Okay, understandable. He started going for the wombo combo of the century. Decided he stopped giving me anything favorable. Understandable. He does look like a spoon. I've had someone say he looks like a mix between Nigel Thornberry and Mr. Bean. And honestly, I have never been so happy to hear such a combination. I mean, yeah, people use in PvP, and that's sort of why I'm glad. Hey, Slash him. Yes, I am alive. It only took me a couple days. In PvP, that's exactly why I'm glad the nerf for it wasn't ridiculous. Because there's a way to balance a weapon out and make it work for the PvP without making it hurt in the PvE. And to be fair, they did. They managed it. So I don't really have too many concerns about PvP, but I'm glad they made it work. He keeps doing the wombo combo to me right now, and that is just very difficult. Aw, thanks, Connor. My day's been pretty good. Honestly, I've been just kind of grinding a lot of One Piece lately because I am an addict and I have a problem when it comes to stopping. But I really can't complain. It's been nothing but pure delight reading that. I also decided to grind out some videos today for some lore, which was fun. Can't complain about that. Radahn's weapon. I love Radahn's weapon. Nothing makes me happier than a big Oonga Boonga weapon in a Soulsborne. Especially when it floats properly and it works well. I'm glad they decided to give axes a buff in their weapon speed. Because they desperately need it. What arc am I on right now? We're at Big Mom. We're at Big Mom's Island right now. I forgot to drink something. I forgot to drink one of my flasks. I think I forgot my flask. So, that's fine. We'll just handle Radagon the normal way, you know? With minimal damage. He is not giving us the one thing I want, and that is a little sad. Where on... Okay, never mind. I read that wrong. My bad. Alright, we're gonna break the big man's poise. We're gonna send him down to the floor. I'm gonna go ahead and break his kneecaps again. Alright, hit him with a big heavy attack. Miss the roll, because unfortunately sometimes I miss the roll. It would be super weird if they didn't have great swords in this game, honestly. I really can't imagine a Soulsborne without that, essentially. Scythe. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not 100% sure where a scythe is in this game. I don't think I've picked up a scythe yet. Huh. Yeah, Radahn's weapon does work good against birds. It's super nice. It's a good treat, you know? It's nice that they did put something in the game for birds. Because, you know, they're only a massive fucking problem. One of the Liurnia caves. Okay. Well, maybe we'll go check that out at some point here. I would definitely be about new weapons. You want a rotten build? That would be fun. Also, hey Carlos, how you doing, bud? Oh, we can survive more than I thought. Okay. I'm kind of glad about that. I was a little surprised. I'm gonna chug. Hit him in the face with a big schmack schmack him. Roll the attack. Albinauric sweat profusely. Oh no. Rotting. I am glad Rot feels good in this game, honestly. It does make me quite happy. Yo, what is up, Beefblade? How are you doing, man? How has your weekend been treating you? Hit him with the stabbies. Hit him with the stabbies. Walk sideways. Roll the attack. Miss the roll because that has a very particular roll timing to it, and that is a very tight roll, honestly. There's a way around it, but I've never ever been good at it. So, Rot is pretty much just toxic. Rot is pretty much just toxic from the older Soulsborns, but toxic was also incredibly toxic. I say that because it was honestly, it really wasn't that good, but if you applied toxic on someone, they kind of deserved it. You don't get toxic in other Soulsborns without really just not having a good day. Yeah, that was a pretty solid attempt. That was a pretty solid attempt. I'm pretty good, Beef. I'm living my best, you know. Having a solid weekend, I would say. I've been grinding out a lot of Cult of the Lamb, which, random quick poll here, folks. I was actually thinking about it. If I picked up Cult of the Lamb and just decided to start streaming it for you folks, would you want to actually see that? Because it's actually legit a very fun game. This guy is very tough for the level 1 challenge. It honestly is very tough. Yeah, poison does not do a lot of damage, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, he's not doing what I'd like to see, but that's okay. Stab him in the butt. Roll the attack, bash his booty butt in. Roll a new attack, roll the other attack, stab him in the booty butt again. Roll the attacks. Roll the attack, stab him. Roll the attack, stab him. Okay, good, we actually got the stagger there. That's nice. Send him to his knees real quickly. Go ahead and hit him on his way up. Remind him who's daddy. And we go and smack him in the face one quick time. Roll the attack, bash his knees out. Roll the attack. Roll the attack. Get another fatty fat stab-ems in there. We send him back down to his knees. Stab him in this gorgeous looking chest. I mean, honestly, aesthetically pleasing. Really. That was a very early roll. That was a big ol' my bad kind of thing. Technically, I could have gotten a fatter stab in there, but my choices were made, and so here we are. Missed the roll. I missed the roll. I knew the timing, but it doesn't stop me from getting my shit knocked across the court. So, oh well, it's fine. Cult of the Lamb is honestly super fun. I'm very happy with it. Like, I don't know if any of you have ever really played Animal Crossing before, but I think my perfect analogy for it is it's just like Animal Crossing mixed with Enter the Gungeon. So, it's pretty good. Yes. Yes, Dill. Although, really, what makes it hard is not necessarily that it does anything different. It just, every enemy does more damage and they have more health. I think, like, the best New Game Plus, technically speaking, belongs to either Dark Souls 2 or 3 in this case, because they actually change how the game... They add things. They change certain things around. Not a lot, necessarily, but they do change things. They also include new items. His grab can be pretty annoying, especially just because it's very, like, the timing on it is very obnoxious. I wish it wasn't quite as obnoxious as it is, but it is what it is. He does not want to do the big slam jam for me, which is fine. I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to do it. It's just nice when he does it, you know? Okay, well, I guess we'll go into his next phase with this. Alright, there we go. Quick stabs. Quick stabs. Back up slightly, roll the attack, bash him in the face again. Well, wasn't really a bash to the face, but we'll take it anyways. Bash his knees in, bash his knees in. Okay, cool, that actually worked. I think I might know what you're talking about, honestly, Slash'em. It's pretty funny. That was a very early roll, and that was not my best work. Also, I didn't roll there, so... Pretty good, all things considered. I just kind of need to get a better final phase. I think with the pacing I'm working off of this weapon right now, I might actually be able to... After that big boom attack that he does there, I might be able to stagger him and get him probably like a hit away from death, roughly. I think. I'm not sure, but I think. And at the end of the day, thinking is all I have. So. Yeah, I mean... I don't know if I necessarily wish there was more to New Game Pluses. I'm glad that they are the way they are, honestly. New items would be cool. Yeah, the last one to dodge is very difficult, honestly. The last one to dodge is very difficult. The timing on it does not make sense in a lot of ways. Oh. So I thought I could sidestep that, but I still took damage on it, so I guess it does AoE damage too. I'm gonna take a sip of tea for that one, folks. Give me just a second here. Well, thank you very much, Carlos. I appreciate it. Dr. Pepper, my dude, my guy. Dr. Pepper is the best. I think if I have to pick between the beverages, like soda-wise, that I'm gonna drink, Dr. Pepper is probably up on the list. Run away from him, watch the ground glowing, then roll. I don't think you can jump it, unfortunately, but there are certain ways you can kind of gimmer it. And I am able to do it. It's just, regardless of being able to do it or not, it's just hard. Remove the armor. It'll work. Yes, I would agree with you. I think you're probably right. We'll try it again, and then we'll play around with the theory. Stab him in the butt. Marvel characters would definitely make this game a lot easier. Not gonna lie. Yo, thank you, man. I'm really glad that I've been able to do that. Like, there's a lot of things that I don't normally get to do, so thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Sugarcane Dr. Pepper, that's fair. That's a good time. Alright, hit him with another one of these fatty fat stabbers. Yeah, okay, I kind of deserve that, to be fair. All I need is Cap. Yeah, you're not wrong, because Cap would show up with actual health. Cap would show up with an impenetrable shield and literally just body block the entire fight for me. Even more so, he'd probably just... yeah, he would actually just body this fight. He would just body this fight, let's be real. Cap on his own would just body all of EldenRing. Alright, chug this. Get back in there with our magical spear of pokin'. Yo, thank you, Dill. Thank you very much. I'm glad the content is very good. Favorite monster? I'm sorry, your favorite drink is Monster or Bang? Ooh, I think between those two I'm going to have to lean Monster, and that's only because, while I know it, I don't know. I don't necessarily like the taste of Monster more, but if you get one of the big ones with the cap on it, does that very satisfying pop sound on the cap for it. I love that. I love that. Feels so good. I make jokes. I'm pretty funny. I hope. God, I hope. Okay, we're gonna focus knees out. Roll the attack. I'm already running out of stamina again. Okay, good. We got the big giant poke on him. We stabbed the handsome lad right through the chest. And we go ahead and hit him right in the fucking... Sorry, I zoned out there for 2 seconds. His ribcage. I was too focused on that glorious chest of his. I did that weird that time, I'm not gonna lie. Poke him. Roll the attack. Poke him. Okay, we're on to the next phase. Love to see it. What a loser. He doesn't even get to finish. Call this man Radagon Cuck of the First Order. I know I died there, but it was worth it for the laugh. I don't care. God damn. Okay, so yes, I could have maybe lived that, but I'm glad that I got to laugh about the fact that we just cucked that man straight out of his final. Didn't even get to finish. Yo, thank you very much, Connor. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate that, guys. Thank you for letting me know that, because, like, I mean, honestly, I want to know that my content is doing well for you guys as well as anything else, but, you know, I'm very bad at asking questions, if I'm going to be honest. I'm very bad at asking questions that are pertained to, is this good content? So, I always want to make sure it's good, but I don't want to, like, force the questions. Poke the big man. Roll the attack. Stab him in the booty butthole. Been to Colorado. I have not been to Colorado, my friend. Well, no, that's a bit of a lie. I've been, but it was a longer time ago than I really expect. So, it has been a while. Alright, we stab the big man, we send him down to the floor, we go ahead and punish him, and we jump in the air, we stab him in the face. Roll the attack. Next on the list, we actually have one decided from one of our mods. Yeah, Steam Rabbit decided the next competition, and we are going to have a very lovely time with shields. Colorado is a lovely place to go fishing if you want to go do something for fish. Yeah, that is pretty much the answer of the week. Is that enough to bash his knees out? No, it was not, but luckily he was very sweet to us today. Oh my god, we just got so lucky there. He was ready to send us right back home to our mama, and he was very sweet to us. Please let my buffs work, thank you, and thank you. Okay, so not the setup to start the fight off with, but we'll take it anyways. Alright, run back here. Go ahead and stab his booty butthole twice. Okay, so we whiffed that one, that's fine, that is what it is. So he's gonna go right into his next phase here, that's okay. We like to see that, actually. I was gonna say, is that ring gonna show up eventually? What is he doing? Why is he running away from us? Look at this bastard. I missed the last roll. I missed the last roll. You hate to see it. That one kind of hurt my heart a little bit. That wasn't bad though. It just kind of sucks because there is a way to essentially stagger him within the first couple of seconds in that fight, and I didn't get it. So, yeah, it is an incredibly unforgiving fight. It just sucks that Elden Beast essentially plays off the case of literally running away from you the entire time, which mechanically is interesting in its own right, I guess. It just sucks if you don't really have the health to prepare for. Great-granddaddy would never quit. You can ask him yourself. He's still alive, even after 1907. Roll the attack. Roll the attack. Go ahead and bash his brains out. Smack that set of cheeks, delectable as they are. Roll the attack. Smack him again. Roll the attack. You know, I was trying to sidestep that one, but maybe I should just roll it anyways, honestly. Try parry. I would. I don't know. I think I'm going to probably keep it the way we've been having it, because it has been working. I need to do better. Also, welcome to the chat. How are you? Like, we're not necessarily suffering, per se. FromSoft won't let us do skips. Literally 1984. You're not wrong. My thinking on it is the reason they're constantly trying to patch all of these little skips and everything in the game is because FromSoft at this point, Miyazaki has essentially said, "We're done. You're not having any more fun. We told you we were done after Dark Souls 1, and you've literally produced a whole nother 3 games out of us for this experience. And now this." That's my fan theory on it. Is Miyazaki is just tired. And he's like, "No, ruin their day. They don't get skips." Roll the attack. Roll the attack. That was a weird roll, not gonna lie, but I'm glad I lived it anyways. Okay, this has been going weird. This is a weird attempt. That should be enough to stagger him. It was, and I love the curtsy that he just did there for us. That felt pretty good, actually. That was pretty meaty. They really don't like creativity anymore. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I understand what they want. I just wish they didn't hate imperfections in their game as much as they do. Because it's not like they are bad imperfections. There's good imperfections for games, honestly. Whatever wasn't intended or was intended doesn't matter after a certain point. Roll that, smash his face in. This is a really solid attempt, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is speedrunners, real talk, will just play the game on earlier patches. They aren't gonna care. They're just gonna all probably play 1.03. It just works. I was thinking of summoning the boys for some reason, but I've changed my mind. Okay, so that wasn't enough to stagger him, but whatever. It's fine. Oh, he's changing his RNG. What is he doing? Okay, now he's doing it. Okay, we hop that. I'm gonna prep probably about right here. Okay, so that could have gone better, but it's fine. That could have gone better too. More than anything, it would have been nice if we'd actually been able to stagger the boss. Staggers really make a big difference on this fight. Ugh. Use Margaret Shackle on the one boss with the dragon arm. You cannot use Margaret Shackle on the one boss with the dragon arm. That's only for Margaret and Morgott in this case. Also, welcome to the chat, Tricky Easy. But more than anything, I mean, honestly, what are you currently rocking right now, Tricky? What's your current build setup? Morgott and Moog too. Moog has his own individual shackle. You have to go down to Landale Sewers, that hell, to go pick that shackle up. I forget if you get it off of the Moog in the sewers? I don't know. Yeah, Moog the pedo. Pretty much. Moog the pedophile. Just do skip tactics to beat the game. There's nothing wrong with that, but also just too tedious. But that's just me. I mean, yeah. Yeah. My thinking on it is kind of, I'm in the logic of, hey, you know that skip trick tactic over there? If it's not necessarily hurting other players, then, I mean, leave it in the game. It's like, if I'm doing something that's currently hurting everybody else's playthrough, yes, absolutely patch that shit. It's not supposed to be there. But I'm sorry. I was too busy reading chat there. I should have not been reading chat there. Oh well, my mistake. Oh, the skip on PC. Are you talking about, Okay, so you're talking about zips. Yeah, zips, I don't think they can be patched. The complexity of how zips work, they can't really patch it the same way. So... yeah. Yes, he sure did try to marry his little brother. He sure did. The incestuous pedo Moog. Which sucks, too, because he's actually, like, a really fun boss fight for all it's worth. Though I guess to be fair, just because he's a pedophile doesn't mean he can't be a fun person to murder. Well, I guess technically speaking, that would mean he should be even more fun to murder. Huh. I'm saying a lot of words right now. Oh, no staggers yet. Okay, understandable. That should be enough to stagger the big man. Love to see it. Break his knees out. Killing Alexander by mistake is, honestly kind of funny. I'm sorry you did that, but it is kind of funny. New Game Plus 5 is harder than New Game Plus 4. New Game Plus 5 is just harder than New Game Plus 4 because there's more health to the enemies and they do more damage. That really is it. That's legit actually it. Not gonna lie. It's sort of one of the boring things, I guess, about the New Game Pluses in this game. Technically, I mean, it scales up with your level, is the thinking behind it. But it doesn't really change how the game works or anything. It just... enemies are harder-ish. If you want probably the easiest new game cycle to go through, actually take yourself on over to Demon's Souls. Because Demon's Souls, the scaling is not as good as it might technically should be. And that's very, honestly, very easy to get through. Did I chug all my things? It doesn't matter anymore. I should not have lived that, but I'm glad I did. Stab him in the butt, roll the attack, stab him in the butt. Okay, that could have gone better. I like the Nihil attack for what it's worth. I think Nihil is pretty fun. I don't know if you can, Here's a real question I actually have no idea about. If you were to do a no-hit run, I don't think you can technically avoid that. I don't think you can avoid that. Unless you essentially just one-shot the boss, which you would have to one-phase the boss, my bad. Okay, we are all chugged up. Love to see it. I'm going to probably focus here for just a couple seconds, guys, because I would like to see if we can beat the boss here tonight. So I'm going to focus for just a few seconds, but... Run on up to the big man and bash his knees out. Roll the attack, roll the attack. Best attack he could give you is that one right there, because it gets you a nice meaty chunk on his legs. Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, that should work. Okay, we're actually doing really good right now for this phase. He is about to start his next phase, is the thing. which isn't bad, but it does mean he is about to start it. Ideally, we would bash him out of his next phase right here. Yes, perfect. Love to see it. Cuck the big man. Smash his face in. Walk away slightly. Roll the attack. Bash his face in. Roll the attack. Roll the attack. Walk away. Roll the attack. Bash his face in. By the way, folks, if any of you want to, we do have a Discord, so if you want to do any multiplayer anything with other people here, feel free to join our Discord. The link is in the description, so... This is going pretty smoothly, but I would like it to go a little bit faster. I was gonna say, we definitely don't want to get hit there, but, you know, we did. So good news. Okay, we didn't swap just fast enough. That's okay. That is what it is. This is a little weird. Okay, so he decided to run away from us, which is mildly annoying. Okay, so he's going to begin that. He's over there. I'm going to hold myself right here. And the ring is going to appear right in front of me. We hop the ring. He's going to spawn probably within a couple feet of us. Well, that's a little weird of a placement for him to show up at, but whatever. This is a little mid. I don't know quite what happened there, but that is a hard attack to have to deal with. Ideally, one of his best attacks that he does is essentially the three-piece combo he can do. It makes it very manageable to deal with him. But these attempts have been going pretty good, actually. These attempts have been going pretty good. Alright, chug up. Yeah, me too, Connor. I am loving the fact that we're getting our own little community going on here. It honestly feels pretty good. I really love that, actually, a lot. I'm going to take a quick sip of tea while this cutscene plays, so give me just 2 seconds here. Alrighty, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this man's butt. I'm sorry, what? What did I just say? Smash his legs in. Roll the attack. He is being a sweet boy right now. He's giving us good attacks. He's giving us really good attacks, actually. I would say yes. Yes, absolutely it is possible to get through the game without dying. It's patience and stamina, really, is what it comes down to, in a lot of ways. Okay, so this is less than ideal when he does this, but whatever. We'll take it. Alright, we take the crit. Heal. Roll. He jumps in the air looking like a pretty princess. We roll the attack. Run away from this one because I'm sorry, what? You want to run that one back? How is that supposed to work? That is definitely one of those attacks that he can do that isn't really fair. I'm sure there's a way to escape it, but I have yet to figure out how. Quit outs are usually pretty typical. Unless I would say unless he was in situations where specifically he had to dig himself out. But it's not like you're playing like a Pokemon game or anything like that. You're not doing a Nuzlocke, because that's technically not a part of the rules for no deaths, I think. You're definitely allowed to quit out. Did I fully chug up there? I don't remember if I did. Whatever. It's fine. Alright, stab the big man. Roll the attack. Bash his knees out. Roll the attack. Roll the attack again. Go ahead and stab him real quick. Okay, no, I did chug up properly. Alright, cool. What Lemmy Solar is doing? I mean, probably having a good time with Melania, honestly. If not, then probably having some fun in the game otherwise. Run slightly sideways to avoid the lightning blast. This is a little bit of a rough attempt, I'd say. Actually, it's not going too bad. You know, that is, Okay, that might have been comical timing. Shit. Okay, that's fair. If you ever PvPs anyone? That's not a bad question. I know personally for my channel at least for me, I typically don't prefer to do that too often. Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry your TikTok got banned, man. That's shite. Sorry about that. But personally for me, I don't really PvP very much. It's more often not an incentive, personally. I don't PvP often. I just don't care for it. Alright, stab the man, roll the attack, stab the man, walk slightly backwards. Ideally what he does here is he does this attack, one of the big heavy charge attacks right before he goes into his next phase. That's just ideal. It's incredibly ideal. Alright, so one of our buffs has worn off. That's unfortunate. Pray. I have. It's pretty good. Roll the attack, run away. Okay, this is the best result out of that, actually. Stab him in the booty butthole. Wait for a boom. Boom. Nice. Vadir is a hell of a fight to have to do, so nice job. It's good to have some rule sets, honestly, for 1v1s, I would say. It makes it very fun. Personally, for me. Alright, that wasn't going to be a favorable attack regardless of what we did there. Okay, so he's starting to grief the pot. Understandable. Unfortunately, he did the long warp. So that's a little annoying. Okay, let me catch up on chat here. That's a pretty cool rule set, honestly, to have for PvP matches. If there's a game I'm gonna do any PvP with all of y'all in, and I will say this, like, I will set it up without incentive, it'll probably be Dark Souls 2. Honestly. That game actually has very good PvP. Like, for me, I find it incredibly fun. Mainly because creativity is actually a thing in that one. You can pretty much walk into any fight with any type of weapon, any type of build, and it almost all works, honestly. It really does. I actually had a build going one time in Dark Souls 2 where it's literally just two broken short swords with different buffs on them, essentially. Also, they have the massive popsicle sword, and it legit is just the best. What level should we train up to on DS2 and what day? I don't know yet. See, I'm saying that's probably going to be closer to down the line at this point, only because we'll be doing it. I just think we're probably going to have to do a couple more things on EldenRing first. And we probably also have to play through Cult of the Lamb. Best way to get souls in Dark Souls 2. Kind of, yes. There's some good ways to get souls in Dark Souls 2. One of the easiest things you can do right off the bat in the game is a cheese for Dragon Rider over in Hyde's whatever. I'm forgetting the name of it naturally because it has been exactly long enough for me to not play it, so that's the wrong chug. Also, we're walking into this fight a couple seconds with our buff wasted. Whatever, it's fine. Best PvP game of all time, GoldenEye. Absolutely true. GoldenEye is an absolute banger. I never got to really play it when I was older, but I only remember it, and it was glorious. But yeah, you can cheese Dragon Rider, honestly, pretty easily for what it's worth. It's not too bad. Yeah, I was gonna say, planning too far ahead in the future seems a little problematic. Roll the attack, roll the attack, roll the attack, roll it. Roll it again, smash his face in. Okay, cool, we got it, but okay, cool, we actually got it. Hey there, Kooky. How you doing? Parrying in Dark Souls 2 is different, but I also love it a lot. Alright, we're gonna let him do that because I want my stamina back, and I need to focus on living for 2 seconds. To be fair, I am living certain things I wouldn't have lived normally, so having a little bit of armor is surprisingly doing something. I'm a little surprised, but it is doing something. Not like we're living with a lot of health, but that's okay, because in a... Oh yeah, Carlos is completely true. True fact right there. We were using literally so many racial slurs. Just all of them, in fact. Backstabbing was pretty fun. I thought that was pretty good. I thought the parrying system was honestly, like, it felt very rewarding for what it was worth. I also thought it was really cool that they made backstepping actually viable. Like, good backsteps are kind of big, honestly. They just don't exist in these games. So, unless you're playing Bloodborne, but Bloodborne's PvP was kind of mid. Actually, it was incredibly mid. Could have been better. Absolute no man's land, yes. We only have people just saying terrible things here, like poo-poo doo-doo and caca head. Things that are just way too deadly for normal YouTube chat. That wasn't enough to stagger him, understandable. Anyways, bust this man's knees out, bust his face out, hit him in the face, jump in the air, bust on him again, remind him who daddy is, then roll the attack, remind him again who we are. I don't know if that's worth it, but he does teleport here, so it doesn't really matter too deep. That didn't feel like a good roll for what it was worth. I'm a little surprised. I forgot to roll. I pressed the button, and then I forgot to do it again. Son of a biscuit. You know, it's okay. It's fine, right? Ugh. Parrying in Elden Ring does not feel like parrying in other Soulsborne. The only way you can kind of get close to the other Soulsborne's forms of parrying in this game is pretty much if you are using, like, Buckler Shield. It's weirdly enough, I've been able to use Buckler Shield more in this game than I've been ever able to use it in other games. I don't understand the logic to it. I just know that I've been able to do it better. So, I don't know. I do not know. That probably, I could have buffed that a little bit better. I think starting with the flask is probably the right move. Only because that buff actually lasts the longest. So, Golden Parry rocks. Golden Parry does seem incredibly fun, honestly. Alright, bash that man's knees out, roll the attack, roll it again, stab him in the butt, roll the attack, stab him. Roll the attack, go ahead and break his knees real quickly. Technically, I'm doing that kind of wrong there. It's a little risky to do what I just did there. That's only because, essentially, he can just choose to do things differently in a lot of ways. You know, he's... Okay, that's fair. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. Favorable RNG. Could have been better. But it's okay. My mistake, really. Only works with the Black Blade Talisman, yeah. Are there any OP weapons? To be fair, I actually am using one of them right now, kind of. Though I guess this is more OP because of PvE as opposed to it being OP in PvP. But, I mean, it might be OP in PvE or PvP? I'm not sure. I guess there's Moonveil. Moonveil's pretty OP. There's also, of course, honestly, to be frank, still Rivers of Blood. That hasn't really changed. It's still busted. Hey, Dusty, welcome back. Most of the weapons, though, are relatively good, actually. Like, none of them are too overpowered necessarily, save for the two that I just mentioned. So. Alright, stab him in the butt, roll the attack, roll it. I did press the button. Call him Nick. Sure. Alright. Carlos, why? Oh my god, Carlos. Okay, nice. Honestly, if you're looking for a really good early game weapon, just go to Caelid. Caelid legit has, like, 5 or 6 or 8 really good early game weapons that are just insanely good. It's honestly impressive. Oh, and I guess there's also the Death's Poker, which you could go get Death's Poker. Death's Poker is a really strong weapon off of its Ash of War. It's a great sword, doesn't require barely any stats. It's stupidly strong, has cold auxiliary effect. Like, I really could keep going on. Thing carries, frankly. Claymore's just a good weapon. Claymore's fun. Like, a very fun weapon. Okay, I was really expecting the follow-up anyways, but, you know, we're gonna ignore that, because I got past it. That's what matters. Stab the big man. Walk slightly sideways. Stab him in the face. Did I check my flask? I did. Cool. Unfortunately, I had a stored roll there, and that's never fun. Oh well, it's okay. Attempts could be going better. Yeah, I'm gonna try and focus again. See if that works. Oh, wow. It's fine. This is how it always goes. I gotta fail at least 20 some odd times, roughly, before we start getting really good at things. I have a good couple of attempts, then roughly there's some failures in between, then it looks extra good when I actually win it. You know, that's how it works, roughly. Then I kind of fall off for about a little bit. I get a little angry, little angry with the boss, you know. Haven't yet gotten angry with him yet. Have you mastered this game because you're on level 1? I wouldn't say that. But I think I'm more capable of doing it at this point than I have been in the past, probably. Death Poker is actually pretty strong. It is very strong. It's very fun, though, too. Hit him with a heavy one. This boy is just too darn sweet to us today. Break his knees, go ahead and stab him in his beautiful chest. Wait for him to stand back up, break his knees one more time. He's going to drop his knees. We're going to stab him in the face. Roll the attack. Break his knees again. Roll the attack. Okay, so he decided to do the wombo combo, and that is really unfortunate, because that's frankly something that you just have to be more prepared for than you ever really will be. Melania's Scarlet Flower, but it's pretty slow. Yeah, that is one thing that people... Yeah, like a lot of spells in this game, frankly, are very, very slow. Well, you know, I say a lot of spells, but like the really strong ones, honestly. The ones that hit for like a ton of damage are incredibly slow, is what I should be saying. Quite a few nerfs, so best workaround is get someone to drop you a second weapon or 2 scavengers curved. Yeah, there have definitely been some heavy workarounds, and there's also been some... I mean, I know they had to patch this one, which was the... you could apply a weapon art to another weapon and use the weapon in your other hand, and it would apply the same damage, but it wouldn't remove the buff. So you'd get 8 seconds worth of 80% more damage, and it was just thick. Honestly, it was very good damage. But they patched that one naturally because that is a little too strong for PvP. Any games that I'm hyped for? Well, technically the one game I'm actually pretty hyped for right now is this Cult of the Lamb. I am looking forward to playing that for you guys. Alright, this is a pretty shitty pattern he's giving right now, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, cool, he actually staggered in time, jeez. Alright, big man. Drop your knees, hit the ground. So, I don't know what he's gonna do here. Okay, cool, he actually still went through with the phase transition stompy, which is really cool of him. That's insanely cool of him. Oh my god, we got it. I'll talk about it in a second here, Beef. Give me just a minute to deal with the big man on campus. Okay, run away. That was almost bad. And then there was the bad part. Okay, cool. Love to see it. So, Beef, Cult of the Lamb. Cult of the Lamb, and the easiest way for me to describe it, if you've ever seen The Binding of Isaac or The Gungeon, basically it's that type of game mechanic mixed in with Animal Crossing, which it's honestly very fun. For me, personally, I actually enjoy it a ton. It involves essentially you playing like a little lamb, really, is your character. And you were just about to be sacrificed, like the finishing sacrifice and everything, and then your god essentially says, nah, we ain't doing that. So he pulls you out of there, and essentially gets you on a mission to get a bunch of followers that take care of everything. I love it. I love it actually a lot. It's a lot of fun. Especially one of my favorite parts is like during the sacrificial rituals, which you can do like a lot of rituals, but during the rituals, everybody gets super dead serious for like a little bit of time there. But then right after they're done with the ritual, they're all like, ah. I'm sorry, I like it too much. I just enjoy the heavy contrast. It literally goes from like just scary, intense ritual crap to just everybody's like, hey, we did it, yay! Sorry. Alright, that should bust his knees. I was gonna say, we have to get that at some point here, right? Like, he has to break his knees. Otherwise, it's not Radagon of the old and broken knees. Alright, break his knees again. Roll the attack. Roll the attack. Okay, we got another stagger. You love to see it. Okay, we're going to break his knees one more time here. He's going to warp away. We're going to roll the attack, stab him. 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 Okay, we are looking home free for this next phase. I like how that happened. That felt very fitting that he almost got away with it too. That meddling Radagon. Okay, we are actually pretty much set up for this next phase almost perfectly. Hey Coco, welcome back. Google, do not do that again to me. Okay, so we whiffed that one, which kind of sucks. Like, a lot, actually. I'm going to chug up, and we're going to go ahead and buff up. Why not? So if you don't know how this attack works, essentially, wherever he's at, if you run the opposite direction, you can almost guaranteed always see him. Unfortunately, he decided to do the worst possible attack that he could do, which, you know, it's okay. It's fair. It's fine. Okay, so one thing I haven't been trying to do here, and I'm wondering if it might help us out. I'm going to go ahead and put the club back on, actually. I'm curious about the club for two reasons here. The first one is, when we apply our buffs and everything, I notice our damage is actually incredibly good with the club against Radagon. So I'm going to try the club out for Radagon. So we're going to try this out. We're going to see how this goes. It could go better, or it could go worse. Let's find out together, shall we? Yeah, that is actually incredibly good damage. So he's decided to grief us, which is, you know, pretty fitting for this boss. Oh, no worries, Dusty. Please take care. Have a good rest of your night, my friend. Okay, so that wasn't terrible, but I did do it incorrectly. I mean, honestly, if you have stats, it definitely helps out like a literal ton. In almost every way. Yeah, stats really do just kind of make the difference. And I'm not going to complain, because this game does make level 1 actually pretty bearable for what it's worth. It gives you a lot of opportunities to approach things very strong. Like, you don't have to enter anything with a weak kit, necessarily. There's a lot of weapons that are very, very free. It's more than anything, it's just the game is going to say, I need to try parrying. I'm gonna say if I try parrying on him, I'm probably gonna do worse. I think he's also one of those bosses that takes multiple parries, isn't he? Like, we are handling him pretty well. You know, that was awful timing for me to say that, but we've been handling him pretty well. That was pretty bad timing, though. It's pretty comical. That's fine. It just gives me an excuse to drink some more of my tea. I have a nice cup of honeyed orange spiced tea tonight, so, you know, a little treat, as it were. Luckily, it's not anything that's going to probably keep me awake for the entire night, so. I would say that, Dill. Yeah, you're probably exactly right. Also, hey Z, welcome back. But the other thing about it, too, is it kind of has to be... It's kind of about, like, you change up how you approach the boss, almost, with that. Like, what I would normally attack the boss on would be certain things that are different, right? Like, right now, I'm able to get a pretty sizable chunk of damage in, and then I'm also able to bully him right back onto his knees just by jumping up, hitting with one of these, roll the attack, bash his knees out again, go ahead and smash his face in real quickly because he was looking at us sideways from the floor. Hit him again, he's going to warp away, start the next phase. That was a bad roll. We can do what I just did there, I just need to be better about the roll timing. That was actually really good, though. Like, not even tooting my own horn here, because I'm usually the first person to say I fucked up. That was actually a pretty sizable chunk of damage we did in a very short amount of time. I think we might want to go with this strat. Imagine that. Florida man beats a giant elderly man with his hammer, well, hammer, club, and gets away with it too. Then proceeds to beat up his giant space snail. I think it'll actually help us out a ton to have Flame of the Redmanes too. Because once we have Flame of the Redmanes, we can pretty much guarantee that we're going to stagger Elden Beast, and that is a huge deal. Okay, that was just a bad roll on my part, not even gonna lie. That was a bad jump. That wasn't even, like, the game's fault, that was just me. Frankly, I jumped way too early there. I don't know what I was doing. I probably should have taken the crit, though, because crit kind of guarantees that he gets back up in that exact fashion. If it bleeds, we can kill it. That is the logic of the day, and I do love myself some good logic. Though, unfortunately, I think, technically speaking, Radagon doesn't bleed. So, that may not be... 100% guaranteed. Alright. What am I doing with this equipment swapping? Fighting Soul of Cinder now? Nice. Awesome. Good stuff. Bloodhound Step is one of the best Ash of Wars for beginners, from my thought, for dodging. I mean, I agree with that. I do. You're not wrong. That is just a legit fact. It makes rolling incredibly free. You don't really have to think about it too hard. I rolled that improperly. That was a bad roll. That was just me not paying attention. Could I have done better? Absolutely. But am I going to do better? Maybe. I really can't answer that honestly right now. Well, technically I did just answer it honestly. So, I'm still thinking through a couple of incentives. We are probably going to be doing some pretty cool stuff in the future here. But we do have the shield run to do next here, and I'm pretty happy for that one. That'll be a lot of fun. Bloodhound is also good for... I mean, yes, absolutely, Bloodhound is very good for that exact reason. Bloodhound makes essentially most BM boss fights with those kinds of attacks very free. Is that enough to stagger? Yes, it was. Love to see it. Break his knees. Break his knees again. Only shield, no blocking. I mean, we could do that, technically speaking. That was a bad roll. Okay, so I griefed. Oh, that should have been a lot better. But to be fair, it was pretty good. I just didn't do what I should have done there. Yeah, Malekith's one attack that he does there, the one that you're describing, is legit incredibly hard to dodge. There's ways to kind of do it, but the only problem is he has two versions of that exact moveset. One where he does that attack, and then the other one where he doesn't do it. One is incredibly free to do a bunch of damage to him on, the other is almost always legit just death. You just die. The only redeeming quality I would say about that fight is the fact that he doesn't have a huge health bar, so he's honestly pretty fair. I would say Malekith is actually incredibly fair for the amount of health he has in second phase. Very fair. Annoying, maybe, but fair. Alright, we got the stagger. Go ahead and hit him with this. Break his knees. Malekith is fun. I love the Malekith fight. I forgot to roll. Summons definitely really improve your odds. Dill, for that boss fight, what's roughly the worst thing for you? Is it mostly second phase, or is first phase giving you any troubles? I still need to remember to do some, like, actual, like, tip videos for that fight. I keep doing them for other bosses, and I definitely need to do it for Malekith, too, because there's some good tips that most, like, are really valuable for that fight. Radagon does kind of have me down for the week. Yeah. It's okay. It's alright. I like this boss fight, so I don't mind taking a while on it. Like, it's really not bad. I would rather waste my time on this boss fight as opposed to some other boss fights. Because, I mean, we're doing fat damage on Radagon. Okay, I wasn't sure if I could actually jump there in time, but whatever. I'm gonna chug instead. Maybe a problem. We staggered him. What a dork. Bash his knees out. Roll the attack. Bash his knees out. Second phase. Like, it's not too bad. Don't have any trouble with his first form. It's just... yeah. Yeah. The hardest part about his second phase is that his second phase essentially doesn't want you to know it, but it's honestly better to stay up and tight on Malekith during his second phase. First phase, you want to kind of, like, stay away from him just enough to bait out proper attacks from him, i.e. like the boulder toss, the one attack where he spins around with his dagger, stuff like that, right? But then second phase, you legit just kind of want to be sucking his hip, pretty much, is what you really want to be doing. Granted, not all the time, because some of his attacks are just legit rude and will end your life in a couple seconds. But... first phase is magic damage? Yeah. Well... yes and no. Roll the attack. Roll the attack. Not my favorite version of what he could do here, but whatever. It's fine. So I guess our club does have fire damage on it, which I'm a little surprised about, but whatever. He wanted to stomp on us so badly there. What a sap. Nice. We got it. We're looking pretty spicy. This is actually, like, wrapping up pretty well right now. Alrighty, you love to see it. Hit it with the buff. Okay, not all the buffs that I really wanted for this phase, but whatever, it's fine. We'll go ahead and make it work. Okay, so... not ideal, necessarily, but we'll take it for what it's worth, honestly. What is he doing? That's not what I was expecting him to do. Yeah, he is doing some weird wackadoo shit right now, actually. Okay, so he's continuing to do weird wackadoo shit, which is pretty fitting for this boss. Maybe instead of hitting him the way that I did, I should be more focused on just getting the stagger off. It's fine. It's okay. At least we know what's kind of working is working, so that's good news. Shit. Ah, man. What a guy. What a legend. I mean, honestly, it's the one thing this boss has going for it. If it weren't for the fact that he does nothing but straight ranged attacks, he probably wouldn't be that hard. I get it's probably hard for them to make, like, a massive dragon boss hard in these games, but still, it's annoying. That should be enough to stagger him. You love to see it. He gets griefed in real time, and then we get some free extra dammies on him. Break his knees. He's going to teleport away. And unfortunately, he started his phase transition without actually completing his phase transition. Okay, that's fair. Understandable, truly. Sometimes you get away with it. Sometimes you get away with it. That was just not a favorable matchup. Ideally, he would have given us one whole attack where we could actually break his poise and cause the phase transition, but, oh well. It is what it is. Hit us with this, hit us with that. Okay, we've done all of our buffing. Let's get in there and beat this man's ass into the dirt. More than anything, before the next phase, next boss, I should say, really. It's a good idea that they added range attacks, because if they didn't... Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's annoying, yes, but I really can't see Elden Beast having other attacks that would have made it better. It would have probably ended up turning out to be more like Estelle. Not that that boss fight was bad, I love that boss fight, but that boss fight definitely doesn't have many options, so... Estelle could use some options. Unfortunately, we got comboed. I think our luck has been pretty solid tonight. It's just really Elden Beast that's kind of been throwing. If we could just get, like, semi-better RNG out of Elden Beast, we'd probably be fine for the entire night. We'd actually be golden. Haha. But it is what it is. At least we know our club is actually just straight up tenderizing Radagon's meat. You know, sometimes I gotta hear what I'm saying before I say it. That is one of those examples. Jump in the air, bash his face in, hit him with one of these, roll the attack, smack his booty butt. I heard their next plan for actual DLC is quite some time out. I wish he used more of his tendrils. That would be fun, actually, for what it's worth. I think I just have to be ready to roll sideways there. I keep wanting to essentially roll towards the boss, but the only problem is I end up too close on his hip. And I don't know, I think I just have to roll sideways, make the adjustment. It's fine. It's okay. Do that. Hit it with this. Hit it with this. We're looking very nice. We got all our buffs applied. We go ahead and pull out our hammer. I'm saying hammer, it's a club. New bosses and new weapons. I feel like they're going to. That's usually what they do for almost every game, though. That they will add DLC at some point here. It'll be curious to see what they do. And to what extent, too, because they've never done a game of this size before. So, it'll be interesting. Alright. Alright, there we go. We take the easy crit there because we do not want to grief the process. We're going to go ahead and bash his knees out real quickly. We're going to hit him with one of these. Hit him with one of these. Hit him in the face. That's enough to stagger him yet again. We'll go ahead and break him down. Hit him with one of these. I missed the roll. I missed the roll. That wasn't even the game. That was just me. To be fair, I also got hit by his teleportation, and I shouldn't have been doing that. That was a mistake that I can't really afford to have. So... it's fine, though. We're earning consistency. I think they should make new bosses like they do talking about the lore. Yeah, that's usually what they end up doing, I believe, for the most part. They usually take whatever lore they have in perspective, and then they turn that into the next DLC. Which, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're planning on doing the Badlands next, which is where Horalu comes from. I'm kind of excited for it, honestly. Sounds like it'll be a good time. And it may also mean that we get more backstory to Nefeli. Because Nefeli technically hails from there too. So that'll be interesting. I should probably, like, actually focus for a couple seconds here, folks. Hang on. Mr. Horalu. Warrior. Oh, I whiffed. So he's not gonna break here on his boys? Okay, that actually isn't a bad trade. I mean, we didn't do as much damage as normal, but that's okay. That is what it is, really. Okay, we heal. We hit it with the buff. We hit it with the buff. Okay. We're on to the next phase. Alright, everyone. Let's get this. Let's see this. Let's make this happen. It's winning time. Start off with a nice little jab to his tum-tum. Hit him with one of these. Okay, he runs away. You hate to see it. That's really, honestly, super unfortunate. I never know how these are going to land until they start landing, and that is, honestly, a huge problem. That is a huge problem. I don't think I've ever seen him do that one, so annoying. Okay. You know, that's, not cool. So that could have gone better. That could have gone a lot better, but it wasn't terrible. I think more than anything, it feels like some of my triggers don't always come out the same way that they're supposed to, which, that's not really the game's fault. That might just be my own for expecting that. But buff up. Go ahead and heal up. Go back in there with our club of schmiting. Yes. And we'll win ourselves a boss. Alright? Everyone good with that? We're gonna beat this boss. Smack him in the face, hit him with the Flame of the Redmanes. Roll the attack. Roll the attack. Don't roll the attack. Grief yourself in real time. What if they made a boss for her? I mean, to be fair, if they go far enough out of the way to actually make a boss for that Dill, I would be super into it. Anytime they start doing, like, massive betrayal storylines and shit like that, that would be super cool. Ugh. That would be really, really cool. And you even get to see your adventure essentially go the opposite way, where you start going back and killing all the other Tarnished along your adventure, if you had them alive. So, I don't know. Could be fun. There's not a lot of really Tarnished, I would say, in this game that you kind of get to spend your adventure with. Not that you really do in most of the Soulsborns. there's usually like a couple threads that they keep alive, but in this game, I feel like you have what Alexander, Blythe, and barely Nepheli. I can't really even say Nepheli's there because she just kind of was and then she wasn't. She was there for the Godric fight and that was really it. Oh, that was not enough to stagger. Okay, fair. That should be enough to stagger. Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hit him down to the ground. Break his knees. My bad. Missed that. That's not going to kill him, but whatever. Or it's not going to stagger him, I should say. Yeah, that is a problem. Okay, fair enough. By the way, quick note here, friends. If you have subscribed tonight, and I don't always get notifications about it, but if you have subscribed, please, thank you very much. I'd just like to thank you for it, so definitely let me know in the chat, because it helps me know, and essentially I just want to thank you for it, really. That's pretty much about it. Making choices... Yeah, making choices would be nice. I would like some more choices in this game. In an open world game with a lot of freedom to it, making more choices is, funny enough, the thing I'm hoping for in most cases. So. I could always make, like, at least 5 more choices in this game. Maybe 2. Maybe 2 choices. Hit him with one of these, hit him with one of these. Best attack he could give us. What a sweet boy he is. We hit him with 2 of these. Break his knee. Hit him in the face. Send him on over. Wait for him to stand up just enough that this actually hits. Smash his face in. Hit him with one of these. That was bad timing on my part, actually. I was supposed to do that flame as soon as he was going up. That was my mistake. Oh well. It's fine. It's a work in progress. I think at some point here we may rework the wheel here. No matter what, we have to keep level 1 as the staple here. But what I may end up doing is we may end up going to get the a couple rune arcs maybe just to activate our actual, what you call it. Poise is harder to reach after poise damages. Yeah, Carlos. It works that way for most things in the Souls, or I'm sorry, in the Souls in this game. So poise damage, poison damage, all of it pretty much like it increases in how hard it is to get it. It is fascinating. You're right. I also like it actually. It's a pretty fun combination, like a pretty fun mechanic. Combine bleed and poise. My lad, that sounds very, very strong. Yeah, I always find it fun to have like a bunch of auxiliary effects to work with. I think auxiliary effects, in a good way, are always very fun. Break his knees, send him to the floor. Wait for him to stand up, break his knees one more time, hit him in the knees, hit him with one of these, roll the attack. That was a bad roll. That was also a bad roll. I griefed the process there. If there's a game to have pretty much rot, or toxic, I should say, this is the game to do that. This is absolutely the game to have rot effects going for yourself. I think as it stands right now, if I'm not mistaken, there's maybe, 2 rot weapons in the game? It's a little sad. I would like to see more rot weapons, honestly. Not like a ton, just like... Actually, I'm not sure. Does the ant rapier do rot as well? Does anybody know? Because I know there's the scorpion dagger that does rot, but I don't know about the other options. Oh, I whiffed. Antspur and something else I can't remember. Antspur, definitely, and I think it's probably the Scorpion Dagger, because the Scorpion Dagger you get right before you go to fight Estelle. It's surrounded by a bunch of the prawn people, as it were, which is always fun. Alright, chug this up. Hit it with one of these. Hit it with one of these. I think once we beat this boss tonight, that'll probably be our cue to go ahead and relax for a little while. Maybe we'll go fight like 1 or 2 easier fights for the night. But once we get this, that'll probably kind of be where we chill for a little while. Hit him with one of these, one of these. Roll the attack, roll the attack. Hit him in the butt. Roll the attack, roll the attack. Roll it. That worked weird. That should be enough to stagger. Go ahead and take the crit. Hit him with one of these. No worries, Dill. Take care. Alrighty, look at that. The big man has gone down. We push him over. We knock his knees out. Go ahead and hit him with one more big fat move. Knock his knees out again. Break his noggin. Heal. Buff. Okay, we are looking good. This may potentially be the attempt. I'm not sure. Alright, we're going to run up there, hit him with one of these. Hit him with one of these. Run backwards with him. Alright, we're going to go ahead and smash his weak spot in twice. We're going to go ahead and take our crit. I'm going to go ahead and chug up in a second here. Alright, is this close enough to actually still get what we like out of him? Yes. And before you ask, yes, we are going to spam this move on him because it helps. I would much rather win the fight. This might be his second phase version. I'm not sure. Yo, thank you very much, Dill. I appreciate it, man. That's not enough to do it? Sure, okay. That's so unfortunate. That is legit just... Oh, man. That took a lot of Flame of the Red Mains to actually make that happen, and it was just not happening. Alright. Alright, that was a good attempt. But it could have gone a lot better. I'm wondering, actually... I'm thinking I'm going to rework my flasks real quickly here. We're going to take a couple more flasks in with us, I think. That might honestly just be the move. Real talk, maybe, potentially. No, thank you very much, Dill. Thank you very much. And definitely, man, if you haven't already, feel free to join the Discord, too, because, I mean, like I said, we're just kind of a growing community, and I'm just glad that we always get new members. So, it's good stuff. They should do an Elden Beast gank fight. I would agree with that, actually. I don't know if there's a lot of things they could necessarily do to improve Elden Beast as a whole for a fight, but there are little things that would kind of make it a little less painful, maybe. One such thing just being that the boss doesn't completely ruin it. Dill, look at the link in the description for the live stream. It's right in there. I'm wondering if I need to summon the little homies. Potentially that might help, for what it's worth. They may help out. Improving Elden Beast? Yeah, that would be a crazy concept if they decided to improve the boss. Make the fight more enjoyable or anything like that. Alright, bash his brains out. You'll love to see it. Hit him with one of these. Go ahead and break his knees one more time before he gets to warp away from us. Hit him with one of these. That was a bad roll. Oh man. Yeah, it's in the description. Did he just dash dance on us? Did I see that correctly? Oh man. I think we'll maybe consider summoning the boys. I feel like they may help out actually. Not necessarily for Radagon. I don't think we need it for Radagon, just on the later fights. Alright, do this. Do this. Chug up. Get back in there with our Club of Mightiness. EldenRing, but every mob is Elden Beast all the way through. Funny enough, Deadly, I believe somebody's done that, and it sucks. Naturally. It's a very bad time. Okay, no worries, Connor. Take care, bud. It's good seeing you again. Have a good rest of your night. Hit him with one of these, hit him with one of these. Walk up to him, bash his face in. Do it one more time. This is pretty solid pacing. I believe we're going to have this guy dead pretty soon here. Okay, well, you know, sometimes you miss the roll. Sometimes you forget to roll. So, this is actually surprisingly decent. I was going to say it's probably Little Aggie. Little Aggie does some pretty fun runs, actually. Well, I say some pretty fun runs. What I mean by that is some pretty sad and hard and BM fucking fights. That poor man. There's some things that he does. I don't know. They're bad. They're really bad. Okay, so. We seem to be incredibly on pace right now to murder Radagon before he becomes a real issue, which is honestly pretty cool. As long as he kind of keeps giving us roughly this good RNG, we're going to pretty much be caking his ass cheeks. Alright, smack him and thwack him. He thought he was going to do that to us, but we're not going to let him do that to us. We're just going to knock him on his knees. We're going to walk up to him, break his knees one more time here. Phase transition, jump in the air, hit him with one of these, hit him with one of these. Roll the attack, bash his face open. That should be enough to break his poise. You know, maybe I should have chugged there, actually. With what we had going on there, that would have been a good time to do that. I griefed the process almost immediately on how I did things there, but it's okay. We just we just won't have our additional damage. That's not great. Did anybody else see that? Okay, so ideally I break his poise here. I did not break his poise. That is unfortunate. Is he already going to do what I think he's going to do? No. Cool. Alright. Very nice. Is that enough to break his poise? No? Seriously? Sure. Okay. Alright. Okay, now he's going to probably try and... Yep. Well, I was actually kind of wrong about what he was going to do, but, you know, honestly, fine. The pacing on this feels a little weird, not gonna lie. So it may not be the attempt we want. Yeah, that attack is just, not cool. It's not cool. But also, we probably should have had our buffs going into the final fight. Oh well, it's fine. I mean, in a technical sense, it's fine. Okay. Here we go again. I really do want this fight to be over with tonight, honestly, for all it's worth. I would like to see us be done with this one. I would kind of like to move on to the next run, in all seriousness at this point. This has been fun. This has been a great time. I just want to see some other stuff, really. That's all. Jump in there, bash his face in, hit him with one of these. Good attack. Bash his face, roll the attack, bash his butt. Roll the attack, roll the attack. Roll the attack, roll the attack. That was a bad roll. Understandable. And he immediately decides he's gonna sniff our blood in the air, and he immediately... I will say it's kind of funny when you see him do stuff like that, because he just immediately just zooms over to you every single time. I don't know. I am seriously curious if there's anything else we can really do at this point to better improve our odds. I'm thinking maybe we go get the Blood Boil aromatic, because that would improve our damage. And I'm wondering if we maybe stack that with Flame Grant Me Strength going into Elden Beast. That may not be a bad idea. I don't know. But let's just give it another go, see what happens. Worst case, I may do some farming off stream to go get what we need for the Blood Boil, but I don't know. Yeah, I did spawn into the air earlier, Carlos. It was kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Hit him with one of these, hit him with one of these. Roll the attack, roll the attack, bash his butt, roll the attack, roll the attack. His attack patterns haven't really been super favorable, I'd say. Like, currently. Normally he gives us the best attack every other third attack, roughly, but he has not been doing it this roundabout, so... Unfortunate, truly. Okay. Alright, I don't know what the hell just popped into chat. Kooky, could you do your thing? If you're there. We seem to have an adult dating site account trying to solicit minors currently. I forgot a buff, didn't I? Oh, this bot is a normal thing? Shazies, I missed it. I whiffed. Thank you, Cookie. We got a whole bot in chat, guys. Ain't that great? Just so you know, I may need to mute the mic for my mic for a couple seconds here, or something like that. So, honestly, chat, go wild while I'm deaf. Feel free to talk it up and talk all the shit you like. Because I'm gonna mute my mic for just a couple minutes here, okay? Nothing too long, though. Promise. I'll let you know when I do. Alright? Just be prepared. Be prepared. Hit him in the knees. Hit him with one of these. Roll the attack. I can still read it, yeah, but the thing is I can't say anything about it immediately. And who knows, maybe I'll focus on the game. That's not a trap. I'm not gonna hold you guys to any standards. That would be rude of me. Hit him with one of these, hit him with one of these. Roll the attack, walk up to his face, hit him in his pretty little crotch, smash his face in. Pacing looking very tasty. Go ahead and bash his knees out again. He's gonna warp away, hit him with one of these. Hit him in the face, hit him in the face. Heal. Okay, looking good. Buff up. Chug up. Okay, we're starting off pretty much the way we should be. I think we'll be fine. Thank you, Cookie. That was a bad roll. Also, he did things I was not expecting. That's unfortunate. We were probably going to murder the slug there. Ah, oh, man. Could that have gone better? Yeah, it could have. That's one of those hard parts about Elden Beast, I would say, is that it feels like most of his stuff is incredibly scripted. But then sometimes he just decides it's no longer scripted, and that's the exception to the rule. OSRS. Speedy Gee, would you be able to tell me what OSRS is, kind of? Because I'm not sure. I don't think I do, but would you tell me about it a little bit? Oh, we'll definitely murder it next time. I believe so. We have this in the bag. So welcome to the chat, Speedy. Bash his knees out twice in a row because that will stagger the big man. Drop him down. Hit him in the crotch. Old school RuneScape. I have played it in the past. I don't really do it much anymore. Mainly because I don't know. I just don't really have time for it per se. Currently. But I have played it before. I've mainly played old school RuneScape, so. Back when I was just but a young tot. Okay, that was actually an incredibly smooth bout on him. That was really good. Okay, we are looking incredibly good for this next phase. Jeez. Here we go. Here's our best attempt. I'm kind of lying, to be fair, because best attempt would imply that it is better than this, but it is okay. Okay, he's gonna do one of these. You hate to see it, because those are full of grief. What is he doing? Oh, he's gonna do one of these. Unfortunate, truly. Chug up early. I can't tell what the hell he's doing right now, and that is, pretty fitting, honestly. I don't think I've ever seen him actually use the little galaxy dust as a smokescreen for his next attack. So that was kind of galaxy brain of him. I only make jokes because I'm having a terrible time. I can only pray that my terrible time is more than entertaining for all of you. Really? I think it is. I hope so. Hey, you know what's good about this, though? Is that we are making it to Elden Beast more. That's good news, actually. That is pretty good news. Now that we're kind of flying through the Radagon phase, we're making it to the big man on campus. The true big man on campus, I should say. Okay, slash him. Take care. Oh. Whoops. To be fair, he started doing the wombo combo there anyway, so I probably would have died. So. It's only a matter of time, Carlos. Trust me. We just have to do better than this, that's all. That's all it comes down to. A little bit better. Yeah. Yeah, it is honestly incredibly difficult, not gonna lie. I wish there were a little bit more of some things that we could do here to really make her job just a little bit easier, but I don't think so at this point. I do not have the Mushroom Crown, no. Would the Mushroom Crown help? What does that do for me, roughly in this case? I know it gives you a buff, I believe, if you're poisoned, or you do poisoning. Okay, that actually doesn't seem like the worst idea in the world, what I just did there. That seems kind of smart. Hit him with one of these, hit him once more. Do it one more time, break his poise. He goes into the next phase with even less health than usual. You love to see it. Bubble Tear would kind of help, but the only problem is then we have to make up the damage for it in the meantime. Plus, there's ways around it. There's ways that we can kind of get around this right now. Yeah, upgrading my Vigor would definitely be the best choice possible. Yes, Grandpa does level 1 hit kills. Oh, gosh. Level 1 hit kills would be absurd. Alright, hit him with another 2 of these, I believe. Are you joking right now? Are you joking, you giant snake? Okay, we're doing fatty fat damage now. Take the crit. Okay, he's gonna run away. We're gonna go ahead and take that as our opportunity to buff. Oh, he's doing weird shit. I don't know what he's doing right now. Okay. That was weird. Is this gonna be first phase? Yeah, I think this is first phase ring, so we don't really have to worry about it in the same way. He was, weirdly spazzing out in the water there, wasn't he? Or is that just me? Alright, take the crit. I'm gonna actually take the damage here instead. Oh, it's Elden Stars time. That was actually a little sad, but it is what it is. And folks, This is when I have to mute myself for just a little bit here, so please stick with me. I will be just on the other side of the screen, promise. Right here. Not gonna lie, that one was definitely emotional damage. That one actually was emotional damage. That one kind of hurt my feelings. That was a really good attempt, ruined within an instant. Just because he decided to throw out his favorite attack. Technically, I feel like his actual favorite attack is something else entirely. Deadly, you might want to get the replay there, because we just almost beat the boss. Yeah. Alright, we'll take that. Chug up. I'm gonna get the weak hit here. It's not ideal, but whatever. It is what it is. I don't know if this is enough to stagger him. That was a bad roll. That was actually just a bad roll. That was my fault. Okay, so we definitely have what we need to make this happen. The only problem is I want to hopefully crush the boss fast enough that we don't see Elden Stars even remotely poke its head out. I just kind of doubt that we can make that happen, honestly. Alright, try again. I will say, again, positivity here. These attempts have been getting better, right? They have been getting better. Hands down. But it's little things like Elden Stars coming out on top of him deciding to run away and do the Elden Blade Blaster 9000. That's roughly when we essentially have to call the run, because that's when the run just kind of ends on the spot. Which is, you know, sad, I guess. That hurt my feelings emotionally. That was a bad roll. That was just a bad roll. Not a stagger, huh? Understandable. Well, that one was a stagger. That'll do. Hit him with one of these. Roll the attack. That was a weird roll. Not. Could I have rolled that better? Probably. But I also kind of was lacking some damage right now. How are you doing this at level 1? First of all, welcome to the chat, Shiny. Nice to meet ya. And second of all, this has probably been our hardest fight so far on the level 1 adventure here. Less Radagon, more Elden Beast, honestly. It's just the surprising lack of health that we have. But it's been going. I can't really complain. Like, we've been doing incredibly well. This is the only part that's really kind of slowed us down. So even Moog didn't really take us too long. So. But I guess we're just kind of taking it one boss at a time, roughly, making our way downtown, walking fast. Godfrey passes, and yeah, handling things as best as we can. I think there's a comment there that didn't quite show up, Shiny. Would you be able to tell me who you're having trouble with again? I'm sorry. Okay, so I griefed the process there. I was supposed to do something extra there, but it didn't quite happen that way, so meh. That's fine. Hit the big man in the face, we knock him on his knees, we bust his knees out, we drop him down even further than usual. We hit him with one of these, he warps away, he's scared. Hit him with one of these, roll the attack, hit him with one of these. And that's how you beat the boss. And you move on to the next phase. Okay, cool. I'm wondering if I start the fight off instead with a heavy R2. The guy I'm fighting now. Okay. Are you having troubles with Radagon, or is what about the fight is troubling you? That's always the first thing I'm usually going to ask most people that want help on boss fights like this, because it's definitely is a hard fight. Don't get me wrong. Oh, the fire hit. It does not normally do that there. Consider that a first. Normally, I do not get hit there. Okay, Shiny. Can you describe what, unless that was your joke way of saying that you pretty much are just struggling with the entire thing. I mean, there's certain things, unfortunately, about this particular boss, I would say, that you just kind of have to pick up on the timing for things. There's certain things you just don't want to attack him on, is what I would say. For instance, during most of his normal combos, you just don't attack him. It's not a smart idea. But there are particular attacks, if you're kind of paying attention to what I'm doing here today, you can pretty much attack him during any of these windows of opportunity, and it's very free. So, for instance, the very first thing he does is turn around to face you. You can get easy damage there. This, if you have a fast weapon, you can hit him in between these parts, right here. Roll that, roll that. This is free. You stand behind him, and this is pretty much legit so free I can get 2 heavies on him immediately. So. When he's standing up, you can get him, but you have to wait until he's partially stood up before you can actually hit him. Alright, we knock him back down on his knees. You love to see it. Break his knees one more time. He warps away. Hit him with one of these. That timing there for my roll was kind of rough. Not gonna lie. We're gonna take the crit anyways. It's kind of shameful and rude to do that to the boss, but whatever. It's okay. He kind of earned it. Trust me. Okay, there we go. Keep spamming the golden spear. Keep spamming the stump. Yeah, that is a rough... Golden spear usually means that you're standing too far away from him. Unfortunately, Radagon, I would say, most of the time, if you have to heal during Radagon, make sure that it's after he's done that huge... Remember that attack he did where it's the arc attack that I stood behind him and I got those 2 heavies on him? That attack right there is really good for attacking and healing. Unfortunately, Radagon, he just punishes you pretty much for everything if you want to heal. And... hang on. Good start. Run behind him. Yeah, he is in fact weak to physical attacks. Kooky, it is back. This run has definitely taken me some fair time. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's gonna take time, which is fine. This is definitely, the hard part of the run, I would say. Okay, so if the boss doesn't do the problem attack here... Okay, so he kind of did. Is this close enough to actually cause him to do more? Yes, it is. Okay, love to see it. This is really good right now. This is, insanely good, actually. This is the pacing that you want to see during this fight. Ideally, he never goes up in the air a single time. Hey Mitchell, welcome to the chat. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this has been, like, this is legit, like, my heart is pounding right now. Okay, we're getting hit with the Elden Stars. You hate to see it. This is legit the problem attack. He is doing something absurdly friendly right now, which is he's not doing something bullshit. He's actually going into his final phase right now, which is awesome. This is fine. I love to see this. Please break your poise for me, sweetheart. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a second. Maybe I should have just been focused on doing something other than Flame of the Red Beasts. That did not help. Or Flame of the Red Maids at that point. That was not. That was the attempt. When you're done, can you help me? Honestly, Shiny, what I would say to you on that, what are you currently on, console-wise? I definitely had him, yeah, I definitely had him. It just kind of came down to those last couple of hits. I'm thinking maybe what I should have done differently there was something. I'm not sure what, though. It's fine. It's okay. That was our closest attempt yet. Also, thank you, Mitchell. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, this is, of the fights we've had to handle so far, this has been the one. This has been the one that takes the longest. I see, PS4. So, I don't think I can play with you in this case, because I'm actually on PS5. I don't think their integration works that way. But we do have some people in our Discord that do have it, on PS4. So you could always, hop in our Discord. We have plenty of people in there that would always probably welcome more people to play with. So, this was not the right move, what I just did there. I grieved. I should have done better than that. Your computer or Xbox. Mitchell, thank you very much for the subscription. I do appreciate that a lot, sir. Thank you. I'm actually on PS5 currently. But unfortunately, I don't think you can play with PS5. I don't think so, actually. They're very... They didn't really do interconnectivity on this one very well, which is kind of funny because they definitely made it a lot better for other consoles, for other games. But this is the one where they were just like, nah, everybody has to play with everyone else. So, but I would honestly, seriously recommend. We have plenty of people in there that would help with it. EldenRing is cross-generation, PlayStation. I don't know. I mean. This is one of the games I'm not really sure about very much. So I did this kind of wrong. Normally I have to start off with a heavy R2, but I didn't, so there's that. But it's okay, we made up for it on the backside of things. That should be enough to stagger. You punch him one more time in the face, you go ahead and knock him on his backside, have him look up at you in desperation, hit him with one of these, hit him with one of these, hit him with one of these, and you roll the attack, you bash his brains in one more time, he's completely staggered, knock him out, send him to the floor, wait for him to stand up, bash his knees, he's gonna warp away, don't walk too fast at him there, or else he will hit you. That should be enough to kill? Yes, it was. Wonderful. Chug. Equip the weapon of choice. Okay. So we kind of have what we need down, I would say, at this point. It's just a matter of getting those final notes in there, really. So we do take the crit here because the crit essentially stuns him for half a second, and we do like to stun the big man on campus. Hit him with one of these, swap weapons. He's going to run away. He's going to give us good RNG. What a sweetheart. Okay, is he going to run away super far? This might be close enough. Yes, it was in fact close enough. Okay, you hate to say it, but he is going to go ahead and do what he does best, and that's griefing the team. But that's okay. This is easy. This is the easy part right here. Oh, he warped away really far, actually. Like, much farther than I was ever expecting. Oh, this is not what I should be pussyfooting on. Unfortunate. Very solid attempt. Unfortunately, I should have been much further along there, because he warped further away than I was really expecting. Ideally, what you want to do is you want to essentially keep him stagger locked to the point to where he just essentially can't actually run away anymore. He just stays down. But it's hard to get that done. Alright, buff up. Okay, I was gonna say, weird. Anyways, buff. You might be saying, FC, why are you currently only applying your flask during the first phase? Connor, you've been here the whole time, man? Well, hey, bud, it's good seeing you again. Just promise me you're not going to ruin your sleep schedule off of this, okay? Alright, he's going to do this. You roll it, you punch him, you roll it. Okay, cool, awesome. Well, it's good seeing you back. I do have the Wondrous Physique, yes, but I use it for Radagon instead. And the only reason that is because it's just technically better to use it on him. Actually, it might not be the worst idea for me to do that way. Okay, well, we're gonna skip what we were going to do to him. That's fine. We're gonna have to be on this phase a little bit longer than I'd really like to be. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I was gonna say, I kind of messed up there, actually. I messed up. But we do have our physique, yes. Physique right now is currently set up specifically for increased strength attacks and, I believe, increased strength. So it's pretty much meant to just completely decimate first phase, which is just Radagon. We've been able to do it before without doing that. It's just there's so little time to actually properly buff by the time you hit Elden Beast. The only thing we seem to be able to get off is Flame Grant Me Strength. Jeez, I'm talking too fast. So, if we had more time, I would definitely love to do more buffing, but we don't have that option. So, it's fine. It is what it is. And, yeah, it just is what it is. Unfortunately, I think they actually did this with a patch. They made it so there's less time in between the phase transitions. Okay. Bad damage. Roll. Punch him. Roll. Punch him. I see. Okay, nice. Stagger his booty butthole onto the ground. We go ahead and wind up. We punch his knees out. Gives you health when you're hit. I don't think I know that one, actually. That sounds incredibly good, though, actually. Maybe it'll be worth getting. Alright, apply our buff. Jeez. Heal. Grab our spear. two-hand it. That sounds actually incredibly good. It may be worth the effort to go get that. I'm not sure. I mean, we're getting close, is what I would say. But I mean, just because we're getting close doesn't mean I'm like particularly happy with it. I would love to be done with the fight, really. Luckily, he stays down a very long time when you actually stagger him, which is very sweet of the boy. Oh, he decided to do a follow-up. That was not what I was expecting. Okay. Understandable. I should have probably just taken my hit and not been greedy. So that was absolutely my fault. That sucks too. That was good RNG. Elden Beast does not often give good RNG. He hates anything but good RNG. Well, I'm sorry. He hates RNG that's good. My bad. Go to bed at 11. Okay. Alright. Well, no worries, Connor. In that case, feel free to stick around. I think tonight is the night that we will have this fight down. It's just a matter of getting the correct motions, I would say, at this point. So. Alright, run in there. We're looking good. We're looking fine. We're hitting with one of these. Roll the attack. Bash his knees out. Twice. We go ahead and we trigger a quick attack there because we have exactly enough time to get one more quick attack in there before he's completely ready for us. So, you know, it's free. It's free extra damage. Going to do after this challenge, we're actually going to have probably a little bit of a very nice time. We're going to probably do a shield-only run. Let's pretend like that man didn't just start dash dancing on us. Okay. Alright. So, just so you folks know, I may get a little silent here for a little while. It's nothing crazy. It's just I have to for just a little bit. It's just some extra noise that I don't necessarily want you guys to hear, so. But I am still going to be here, so chat, feel free to go crazy and wild and have all the fun, okay? I'm giving you full permission. Though I will say, if we win, I'm still going to pop off incredibly crazy, like, with all of you, because this has been taking a while. Wow. Yeah, we'll pop off. Not gonna lie. That was probably a super good attempt, and that probably was the win. It only sucks I decided to try something different. And that was my mistake. So, it is what it is. We'll get it next time. Okay, so first phase wasn't awful. Could have gone better, but I think we'll be okay. We're on pace, right? We have our buffs in place. I could use a little bit more on my FP, but that is what it is, right? Huh. Wow. That's unfortunate. That felt like the attempt. That is the problem. Is like once he does his Elden Stars, I don't know if it would have been better for us to just focus on just flaming him at that point, because technically that would have been probably quicker to get a maxed out stagger bar, I should say. But I don't know. I mean, each attempt we get closer and closer to the real thing, and one of these is going to be the winner. I can say that much for sure. Now, I'm going to go and equip the spear in my offhand right now, and that's mainly because I want to have that availability to literally just press left on the D-pad to swap over to the charm. That way I can just immediately get my buff in place. It takes like a couple extra seconds to do it the other way, and speed is time of the essence, right? So. Okay, bash him in the booty butthole. Run up there. Thick armor will help. Technically speaking, the armor we're wearing right now is actually pretty thick. In terms of, like, total protection, the Karian armor set is pretty good. We're also kind of working off of a very set stamina bar, and we only have so many points to allocate right now before we end up without, like, fat rolling. So. I'm not gonna lie, getting in those extra little hits on Radagon here has been surprisingly useful. Go ahead and do this. Love to see it. On to the next phase. Okay. We're looking pretty good. We are looking pretty good right now. Hit him with one right there before he decides to run away. Two right here. Go ahead and get a crit in there. We're going to go ahead and hit him again with the Flame of the Redmanes. Okay, so is he going to do the Elden Stars? No, surprisingly not. He is going about this differently. That's griefed, actually. I did not mean to do that. Alright, stupid space fish is being a stupid space fish. You hate to see it. Well, I mean, you kind of love to see it. At the same time, you really hate to see it. Okay, so ideally he should spawn right here. I was kind of right. Oh, that's not good. Our placement is god-awful. We really shouldn't have lived any of that. Okay, cool, we actually got the poise break. Get the fatty fats in there. Do we have enough time to get the crit too? Yes, we do. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, I'm kind of excited. I'm gonna run away on this one. Okay, that's unfortunate. Alright, unfortunate as it could be. It seems to be back. Interesting. Well, that's fine. It's just gonna honestly come down to us getting one perfected attempt, and that's sad, but at the same time, that is what it is. We have a spammer. We do indeed have a spammer. It happens every once in a while, but this is our blue moon, so. It's okay, though. Kooky, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is annoying. Kooky, if you feel like you need to, I'm not sure if you can, but if you feel like you need to, feel free to just outright ban them, because, like, honestly, we don't need that. So. Okay, that attempt could not have gone worse. I think I keep griefing it because I lock on to Radagon too early. And the problem with the lock-on camera is that it's not quite angling as well as it should be on the hammer. On the club. So I think what I need to do is when I get Elden Beast down as low as I had, I need to go ahead and just focus on just doing pure damage at that point, instead of doing what I've been doing, which is trying to swap back into Flame of the Redmanes. It's not working at that point. I just need to accept I can only really get 2 in there with Flame, and that is what it is. So. I think technically, Connor, I believe it to be a bot, if I'm not mistaken, from what someone else said. So I think it's a bot, technically. Smack the booty butt twice, hit him in the face once, get the crit, send him on over, make him sad. Yeah, me neither, but, you know, now we know. Actually, I wonder if I can get in even more damage there if I go for a second R2. I'm not really sure, but maybe it's worth the effort. Okay, we're on to the next phase. Love to see it. Okay, we didn't get the weapon swap off. Need to go ahead and correct that mistake real quickly here. Maybe I do one more of these here, and then I go ahead and swap back into this. Yes, actually, that might be the trick there. The club does a lot of damage to Radagon. He is weak to strike damage, from what I know. Alright, we get 2 of those in there. He starts running away. That makes sense, honestly. I guess they have to do it to somebody, otherwise they don't really make anything off of people suffering. Okay, he's begun the phase transition. Maybe I should have focused more on properly getting my second buff in there. That might have been smart, but whatever. Oh, we broke him out just in time, thank God. He didn't get to do it. Stupid giant lizard. Okay, so ideally he doesn't do anything that's long-ranged, well, you know, like that. But it's okay, because that does work in our favor anyways, for what it's worth. I am a little slow on my phase right now, which is not great. Okay, he's gonna do one of these. You hate to see it. Maybe I should have run through it, actually. I don't know. Nope, not for you. None for you, big guy. You don't get to win today. Guess what? Guess who wins? It's Florida Man. Everybody can believe in a local Florida man. Fun fact, local Florida man gets naked as soon as he beats giant lizard in the sky. Looks a little skinny, looks a little scrawny, but that is what local Florida man does. Okay, we are going to watch this cutscene completely, alright, because local Florida man deserves this, alright? I need something. Oh my God. Not gonna lie, a little shaky. Yo, thank you, Aiden. Thank you so much. Local Florida man picks up the head of his all-time enemy, local New York man. I feel like we're going to actually have a much easier time with the shield-only run, and the only reason I'm saying that is we will not be restricted on leveling. I'm going to level. I'm going to be so grateful for the fact that I can level. Wow. I am actually looking forward to it, though. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 seconds here to drink some tea. Yeah, this monstrosity is now the Elden Lord, and all of you have to watch the cutscene for it. Hey, Titan, welcome back, buddy. How you doing? We just We just put an end to the Elden Lord. We are now Elden Lord.
Of how a tarnished became Elden Lord. In our home. Across
It
the
is
fog,
some orange spice tea with a dash of lemon. Or not a dash of lemon, my bad. Dash of honey. I usually try and, what's the term? Stir up my own tea, I guess. If I can. If I have time for it. Guardian, Ape, and Sekiro. Gosh, I'm sorry, Titan. I wish I had better advice for you on that one. It has been a little bit of time. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Can we just... Ugh. I feel bad for the people in the lands between. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, that's the Elden Lord. Local Florida man does it again. Ugh. I am very happy though right now. That was a hell of a run. We technically have one more boss on our plate though. And I don't know how I feel about it. But we will be doing it next time. I hope everyone's ready because we have one more challenge to face. It's Melania. Oh god, Melania. Honestly, Melania should be more than fine. I think with Melania, here's roughly what we have going on for Melania. I have this. Did I already pick up the weapon of choice? I did. Wonderful. You love to see it. We have this. Now, you may be saying, I'm not currently well enough in my dex to make that happen, am I? Well, that's the thing, is what we have available to us, we have this, and we also have this. And just like that, we're able to wield this beautiful blade. Although, technically speaking, I don't even really need the Star Scourge here. Turtle Mask. Yes, I can show you where to get the Turtle Mask. Give me just a couple seconds to kind of get over there, and yeah, absolutely. I think we could probably do this as our lineup for weaponry. We can't one-hand this, but that's fine. We don't need to one-hand it. We can easily two-hand it, and, I mean, really, we're gonna be fine. Kill Mimic. I won't lie, I'm kind of tempted to get Mimic for Melania, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'll go ahead and show off where you get that now. So the first thing you want to do, Connor, is if you've gone over to the manor already, you want to essentially start from, not audience pathway, my bad, that is incorrect. That is just wrong. Where you want to start from, Bright Garden, Subterranean, Temple of Egle, Guest Hall. Guest Hall is where you want to technically start from, I believe. I believe this is the correct place to start from. So, once you're over here, at Guest Hall, you want to head up this way. Once you're up these stairs, you go ahead and keep going up. And, let me see, PS Plus. Awesome! Very cool, Titan. Nice, now you get to enjoy some of the luxuries of PS Plus. Won't lie, I mean, honestly, there's some good stuff on PS, but I wouldn't say all of them, it's not as good as some other consoles. But did they seriously make this slippery too? I was gonna say. Alright, let's bash this man's brain in. Poor Noodle. I always hate doing that to the noodles. I love noodles. I love the snake noodles. They're so fun. Alright, there we go. I'm only killing those because they get in the way, and I would prefer not to have them get in the way. But right over here, there's a ladder right here. Did you beat the boss? Shiny, yes, we did beat Radagon. We beat Radagon Elden Beast. If I'm not mistaken, it's right down here. So all you need to do is drop right down here. And then right over here on this corpse is going to be the Albinauric Mask. I think it's actually right behind me, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's that one right over there, or it's this one right here. Yeah, I was very happy to see the boss finally dead. You know, that's fitting. I probably should have gone for a second heavy stab, but it's fine. Anyways, it's right in that room, so that's where you get it from, Connor. And that's where you get yourself a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle mask. It's pretty cool. Um, Absolutely, sir. Glad I could help. And then, okay, Titan, no worries, bud. Please take care. Have a great rest of your night. I think we're about done for the night, anyways, ourselves. Next time we're back here, it'll probably be with Melania, honestly. So, you know, that'll be fun. I think I'm actually going to head after Mimic Tier real quickly. We're going to make that happen. I'm going to go ahead and make that a thing that we do. Because Melania is already a BM boss fight. Let's just go get ourselves a little bit of a friend. How strong is this weapon? Bloody 9. Okay, that's not too bad, actually. Do you have a set time you stream? I try to have a set time. Usually when you can see me online is from the hours of 9 p.m. Oh. Wow. I guess that one beetle just did not like our presence. Huh. Okay, sure. Anyways, I usually try to stream around the hours of like 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. That's my usual hours, and typically it's on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays that I stream, with varying scheduling sometimes. Yeah, Mimic Tier definitely makes Melania a lot more bearable, is what I would honestly say. She do. Melania just has a lot going on there that just, makes my life hell. And then, I mean, honestly, the easiest way to find out what time we are streaming Shiny is if you want to, we do have a Discord. The link is in the description of our live stream here, so if you want to, you could always hop in there. And pretty much any time we go live, that's where it gets posted. So, yeah. Tell you what, guys, we are going to go ahead and call it here, though. I'm going to go ahead and chill at this place right here. And I think next time we're going to go ahead and probably... honestly, probably come back here. So, we're either going to come back to this, or we're going to continue with our Bloodborne No Merchant run, which does kind of need to fit and end at some point here. So, we'll be doing that. But at any rate, folks, thank you all for joining me again. It has been a glorious night. We got another boss down, and we officially, technically speaking, have one more to go, though we could consider the run ended at this point. But, yeah, thank you all very much. Have a great rest of your night. Get some good sleep. Have some tea or some water. Hydrate. You know, all that magic. And I will see you next time, okay? Thank you all.